People ask, why did you start Roots in Mexico? Honestly, it was really created and born out of my own story, to be real with you. I ended up taking 2 vision trips, but I realized on those trips that this is somewhere where I could see myself being. I just didn't know how. And then I knew it wasn't perfect, but I knew it was a softer life. And I knew how my body felt, my mind and my spirit felt when I would leave those vision trips. It's just such a beautiful country. It's just such a more freeing existence. That was kind of my motivation. But when I got here, even though I understand the language and knew the language sufficiently enough to get around and communicate and have conversations and stuff, one thing that I didn't know was how great the learning curve is here. The whole time, like through my whole experience of just getting settled and stuff, one thing I always wished was, I wish I had somebody who could have like held my hand and walked me through this. Like, I understand you can do some stuff online, you can look at some stuff online, and I felt like I'd done that, but when I got here, and that time from when you arrive and when you think you're ready, and when you actually get here and you realize, oh my gosh, like, this is not quite what I signed up for. This is hard as okay? This learning curve is different. And then you're like here with all your bags and all your and you like, well, I'm not turning around. I cannot turn back around now. We got to figure this out. God is good. I did figure it out, but it was not without an added expense, I will say. I learned a whole lot in the process. Some things I would have rather have not experienced to learn. With that, just that learning curve, for me, I was like, man, and I would look around and I would see, I was grateful that I got through it. God made a way for me to keep pushing through, because I was determined that no matter what, I was going to figure it out. And I really didn't have any other options, to be honest with you. And in some ways, I'm still figuring it out. But I'm definitely not where I was when I got here. And all I remembered was like, man, I would have paid someone to walk me through this part of things. I did pay someone to help me with my housing. Initially, I paid someone to help me with my residency. And while I got the services that I paid for, I just wish that I had a little bit more. Like, I had somebody to just not be like, okay, cool, you in your place, good luck to you. But like somebody to be like, all right, cool, you here, I'm walking you through this from the time you think about, hey, I'm moving from the US, planning that process, arriving here, getting here, showing you what's good, showing you what's not good, showing you that, oh, okay, yeah, they recommended that. Don't even fool with that. Stay away from that, because you know what? They're charging 3 times what the value of that service actually is. And so all of those things, schooling, all of that. What I found when I got here, it was beautiful in that the community was so young and so new, but it was also hard because there were so many people who didn't really know, and it was a lot of groupthink happening. When a lot of people who didn't really know the local culture here, and the ones who did know the local culture here were not in the groups, so you just had to pray and hope you met one of them one day somewhere randomly. And so I wanted to be basically a bridge for that. I wanted to help people have what I never had, or what I didn't have when I got here, and what I really, really, really would have appreciated. I also wanted to help people save money, save stress, save time, because I think there is this, we can struggle through it mentality, and I'm gonna just figure it out on my own. And while that works out sometimes, for a lot of people I saw and I witnessed, people I really liked and I really was cool with, that did not work out that way for them. Whether it be some people, their funds ran out, or whether it be some people came on really hard times, or had some other things that happened, or they just didn't adapt culturally here. All those things, I feel like, I was like, if people want to be here, I want them to be able to be here without the extra hurdles. So how can I help them? And so that's how Roots in Mexico was born. It literally is for people who want to move to Mérida, Mexico. It literally was just my desire to help other Black families and individuals do the same thing that I did. Because I remember one thing when I got here, and I would talk to other people, and they'd be like, how'd you do it? I wish I could do it, but I can't because XYZ. And I'm just like, man, like, that mindset's important, because you can do it. I think though, for a lot of people need help, and they need people to kind of guide them through those things to get them to that place. And so I wanted to serve as a bridge for that as well, and to help people. But also, I wanted to show people what it's like to really live here, and live here like a local. I think we get so caught up on that vacation mindset, and all the things. And we get here and we moved in, and it's like, whoa, this ain't what I signed up for. And the reality is, it is what you signed up for, but nobody told you about that, because they were just showing you really nice neighborhoods when you came here to visit, and they were showing you the possibilities, but they weren't showing you all of the reality. Roots in Mexico, like, I cover all that. I just know how overwhelming the process can be. And so I know how powerful it is, and the difference that it makes when you have someone walking alongside of you and right next to you and walking you through the process, as opposed to when you're trying to figure things out on your own. So yeah, that's why I do what I do. That's why I started Roots to Mexico, and yeah, I'm here. And so if you're someone or one of those people who are like, I want to do this, I want to try it, I want to move, I want to go, I'm ready. info@roottomexico.com. If you don't want to drop it in the comments, feel free to visit my website. I have a pre-move checklist you can sign up for. I also have offer discovery calls, 15 minutes completely free. And I also have Ask Me Anything. So those are for people who are kind of like in between. They just want like a pick my brain session. And then I have my full packages, which literally take you from beginning to end into like your move. And I'm not just dropping you off at the door when you get your keys for your place. No, it's way more than that. It's literally guiding you through and holding your hands through the process while you get settled here. So you really can place your roots here in Mexico. I'm supposed to say what? Like, comment, subscribe, all that. Do that. All that. Follow, like, comment, subscribe, email me, all that. Do it.